Welcome to Revlog, where Bryan would never bear false witness against Aaron.
Ever.
Never,
In
ever.
a court of law, that is.
And
I swear.
where Aaron is contemplating makeup. Is that right?
What's going on? What just happened?
Oh man, it's good. It's good to be with y'all this week.
It's good to be here.
I'm grateful. So today we are on Commandment number 9. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're almost done with the 10 Commandments. We're coming to the end.
Well, as far as Brian's concerned, who knows?
Yeah, what number? What number are we on?
Is it infinite?
Yes,
I don't know.
Yes.
So, Aaron, why don't you help get us started with this commandment? What were your initial thoughts?
Well, again, you go back to when you were a kid. What did you learn about this commandment? Don't lie.
Right.
And that's certainly a part of this. And I'm glad that you complete that. Don't bear false witness against your neighbor. So there's so much more layers to this. And there's the judicial element of it, to not purge yourself,
right.
to not speak falsely in when you're on the line and things like that. But there's also this idea of character assassination, that it about speaking about someone that would bring them a bad light or to do something that is malicious, and so bearing false witness, it's about speaking poorly, not just caring for your words about your neighbor and about things that would edify them rather than destroy them.
Interestingly, with that, as I was studying for this, I didn't realize, but in Deuteronomy, this commandment is linked with taking the name of the Lord in vain. These are essentially the same thing. Yeah. One's against the Lord, one's against your neighbor. And Exodus is not quite the same language, but Deuteronomy, it's the same language.
That's
fascinating. So it fits with what you're saying there.
Yeah, and just you look at Psalm 116:11, it says all men are liars.
Yeah.
Just that idea that let's just get this out of the way.
Yeah,
but we do have a choice. We do have an opportunity to say I could say this, but I choose not to because it's better for me and it's better for the other person. Yeah,
amen. So Bryan, help us here. What were your initial reactions to
well,
this?
I do want to say that's a fascinating thought about the same language,
yes.
Because it does show the preciousness of another person. As
I like that a lot.
Wow, that's really good.
And I think too the power of word, because both of those have this connection with vocabulary and the things you say about them, right? And what you speak.
How great the power is to create or destroy via words.
Yeah, absolutely.
It carries great power. But my thoughts on this were the phrase "brother's keeper." I keep coming back to that. We are responsible.
That's Cain's language.
It
right?
is.
Cain's
it is.
language,
Am I my brother's keeper? I mean, this is that's a totally different context than bearing false witness. But at the same time, Aquinas said to love is to will the good for the other, and we are responsible. We're not responsible for the choices of another person, but we are responsible for willing the good. And that is love. False witness shows zero regard for that whatsoever.
I all through this journey of the 9 commandments so far, 9. Thank you.
Yes, I think
I've really enjoyed looking at these as the negative command, or what we know that it says to not do this,
good.
but what it also is it freeing us to do, and that quote from Aquinas is perfect.
Yes,
job,
absolutely. Well, thank you.
Good job, Aquinas.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks. That's good. No, that's good. I'm grateful. So let's get to questions that came from this text for you. What were your questions?
So
there?
You think of the phrase "my word is my bond," and how this culture that we have of salesmen and selling things and is this the best deal that you can give me?
Tell you what I'm going to do.
Yeah, well, it is, and And then it turns out it's not. And that's always confused me because I'm a trusting person by nature.
May I interest you in the snake oil?
Exactly. But clearly this command is given because we have a propensity to hold something back. We have a propensity to not reveal all that we can, or to not love as fully as we should. And if I'm going to say my word is my bond, I want you to trust that what I'm saying is is exactly what I mean. And I think we need to do a better job of speaking plainly, speaking clearly, so that no one has a reason to doubt. So am I speaking clearly enough that people would take my word and say, I trust what he's saying? And I think we should all examine ourselves to that end.
Yeah, that's good. It's good.
Wow. So much there, Aaron. I would say, how do I use words to shape others' perceptions of people? You know, if I'm talking about Aaron to you, which I often do.
Right. We have many counseling sessions. Yeah.
It's what I say, what I don't say.
Yeah.
Right.
It's very subtle, and I can leave an impression that I want you to have. And we are all capable of doing this.
Words are so powerful.
They are, and they can be they can muddy things up. We can speak all day long and just cloud the truth more and more by what we say.
Yeah.
And I love what you were saying about do I speak clearly? That's not just intelligibly, but that is transparently. Do I speak that way?
It's not Thomas Aquinas, but it was still a good friend.
It was Dr. Aaron Hufty.
That's right.
To quote Dr. Aaron Hufty.
Who does that?
Oh, we will. We will. So, thanks for coming to this commandment with us. We would love to hear your thoughts and comments below. So please leave them for us. Thank you.